and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. Thanks for joining our Tuesday night broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Hall of Famer David Aldridge will be joining us from the sidelines moments from now. And as we're reaching the end of the calendar year, here's a great chance to delve into the updated power rankings. They're in a bit of a holding pattern, hoping to take that next leap.
Seeing where the Celtics are, they're finally starting to click. It has been a rough road up until this point, but plenty of games left to make a run at the postseason.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. We've got Brown. Dow is out there with Ball, and it's Drake in at the 4. And for Washington, and both teams look to move the ball around, stand to create more offense.
Well, that's usually the best way to attack, especially against good defenses. Ball movement moves the defense, and when you've got the defense on the move, that's when you can break them down and get high percentage shots. It takes patience. It takes unselfishness.
It seems to be the most efficient way, doesn't it? And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. Pulls up on the wing. Bank shot, no good. Got it. Good job in the low post.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Michael, he's covered by Ball. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Good on the bucket.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, you want to be aggressive and get the other guys on their heels.
Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And he's really a smart offensive player. You have to respect Ball's strong sense for when to take that jumper.
One thing about LaMelo Ball, he can really take over at times, Greg, when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He processes quickly and then has the talent to execute. It's pretty hard to stop him when he's in the flow. And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Back to Reeves. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
17. First personal foul, first team foul.
The Celtics shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
Reeves.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
First one falls for it. So both teams making some changes here. And so he hits both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
To the middle. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Out of bounds, Washington takes possession.
Washington ball.
Some of the best free throw shooters in the NBA. Let's highlight them. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Down low. Yao with the block.
Oh, this is the impact Ming makes defensively, using that huge reach to block or alter shots.
Porzingis passes the ball. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And they pick up 2. Ball's got his second bucket of the game to go.
LaMelo using that body control there, making a play off contact.
Timeout. And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
Okay, fans, get it up for your Washington Wizards.
Doncic is checked in for Boston. And checking out some numbers for Luka Doncic.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
.151 left in the first quarter of the game. Michael, he's covered by Ball. Five to shoot. Washington needs to get a shot off here. And again, Washington no good. Celtics leading by 3. Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. If you think Luka Doncic makes amazing shots in the games, you should see his trick shots. It's legendary stuff with his teammates. Luka says, I'm just making them up. I like to have fun, so sometimes I just try some new stuff. And of course, Kevin, he always feels like they're going easy.
Thank you, D.A. He is a magician with the ball. A very creative mind, and it's fun to watch. Ball, the pass to Porzingis. Now, Doncic. With some arc. Ball with a wide open look. And the 3 ball is good. Ball's got 7.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Michael, he's covered by Ball. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Shoots from 14. The shot's good. He's got 6.
Working against size, he's just crafty enough to carve out some wiggle room.
Yeah, and he also plays with great confidence, taking a shot there that other guys might have turned down.
Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Celtics lead by 5. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Boston.
Well, a lot of times you'll hear coaches yell, get the ball inside, and you can see why. Good things happen when you get the ball into the paint.
Oh, Their mid-range jumper also has been on fire. Tough to beat a group of guys shooting with that much confidence.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. They've got Porzingis, and it's Jovic in at the 4 spot. To the paint, here's Doncic. That misses off the backboard. Washington trails by 5. Here's Michael, drained for 2 points. It's so easy, Coach, to highlight the athleticism, but there's certainly a mental aspect to the game as well. I know you value that as a coach.
You can never, Kevin, overestimate how important intelligence is. I was in the NBA, or have been around the NBA for 30 years, and I have never seen one really good player who wasn't really smart.
It's stolen by G. Lets it go from 14. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
For Washington, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. That one's in there. The Boston lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Michael.
Well, clearly some sort of defensive breakdown there. He is not the kind of guy you give room to at the arc.
Here's Doncic. Doncic converts inside.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Inside, Milicic. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
How about the muscle from the big fella? Milicic just pushing his way through the contact.
Reeves with it. Coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. It's stolen. And here we go. Washington fast break.
And you can see the importance of that steal. Really a 4-point swing with the conversion at the other end.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy. Making a switch here. Well, so important to have three-point shooters that can stretch the defense and open things up. These small forwards have been doing just that over the last month. Number 1, Jaylen Brown.
I mean, his range is about as long as it gets. I mean, you better have someone on him as soon as he crosses half court, or he just might drop a bomb on you.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. On the wing, Brown. Brown jams it in.
My goodness. Brown with the massive throwdown.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Washington's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
Ball no good. For Washington, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. 1:44 left to play here in the half. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the catch.
Washington shooting their first free throw of the night here.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws. 81% as a team.
Doncic is checked in for Boston.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And the free throw, no good. And the conversation for Porzingis, coach, tends to always come back to health. And what a challenge that has been for him.
Yeah, Kevin, over his career, on average, he's missed about 30 games per season. But that's not an uncommon problem, as you know, for players who stand well over 7 feet tall.
For Washington, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter. Michael, he's covered by Ball. Shoots a fader. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. He's got 8.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Hop pass to Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
And putting his long arms there to good use. Porzingis has a large catch radius on those alley-oops.
Here's G. He has yet to score. Pass to Doncic. Porzingis kicks to Brown. Ball with it. Fires the 3. And he's good on the 3-ball. Ball's got 10 points in the game.
And Ball continues to show he can drain threes. The defense must adjust or he is going to keep doing damage.
Michael, he's covered by Ball. There's Michael. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Porzingis.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Washington shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Reeves outside. 2 on the clock. There's Ball with the 3. Sinks the triple. 13 points in the game.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. It's the Celtics up by 4. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
And with All-Star Weekend approaching quickly, here's an update on how the dunk contest contenders are shaping up.
You know me, I'm a stickler for rating these competitions. If I've seen your dunk before, bad score.
Wow, you're a tough judge for a guy who never participated in the event.
I always wanted to watch it.
And now breaking down the first half we saw, what can you say about LaMelo Ball? He's putting on a show.
He took a lot of good shots in the first half, also made some contested shots, playing with great confidence.
You know what? A couple of times, you could just see defenders hang their heads, man.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Man, we're seeing a tremendous game from LaMelo Ball.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Washington trails by 4. Dan, you've been on the bench in the NBA for many decades. What were some of your biggest pet peeves as a coach?
Oh, my gosh, Kevin, that would be a long list. But the two biggest would be this. I think, number one, anytime there was a lack of effort, not running back on defense, things like that, that I had a hard time tolerating. And then mental breakdowns, things we had prepared for over and over and over again, and then guys just zone out and forget what they're supposed to do. Those were things that were hard to tolerate.
Especially when you would take such care in preparing them in every way. It's got to be just excruciating.
Frustrating as heck.
And for the Celtics, we've got Ball. Howe is out there with Jaylen Brown. And it's Reeves in at the 2-guard spot.
And we've come to expect big things from LaMelo offensively. He loves to attack you on that end.
And there it is for him. 10 points in the game so far.
Yeah, very hot start out of halftime. Making their first 3 shots, getting the looks that they want, and knocking them down.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. And he banks in the layup. Ball's got 19 points.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
And another basket for Boston.
They are on fire right now. That's 4 straight makes.
Washington trails by 6 and stolen by Yao. Pass to Brown. Here's Drake. That's tipped, and they're able to recover.
And, you know, he's such a huge figure from a cultural standpoint. Yao is also someone teammates love playing with because of that easygoing personality.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. One falls, so he hits both of them.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Launches a 3. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut down now to just 5 in the bucket from Michael.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
Ball no good. Washington again turning it over.
Boston ball.
And a look now at the Boston Celtics' upcoming schedule. On Friday, they'll go back home and will be hosting the Philadelphia 76ers. And then on Sunday, they head out on the road to face the Suns in Phoenix.
And that game against Memphis, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
Celtics making a switch here. Porzingis is checked in. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Number 8.
No wonder defenses have a hard time limiting Porzingis inside. Just look at that massive wingspan.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And he's at nearly 90% from the free throw line this season, so having a terrific year.
What's up?
That free throw good from Porzingis.
And at 7'3", Porzingis could have been just another big, but he defies expectations. He's got such an impressive array of abilities.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard. Show you the teams that have shot the lights out during the last month. In fourth, the Celtics.
And this is the kind of shooting these teams would love to have all season long. I mean, they've both been on a tear here of late.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play.
2 minutes.
Here's G. He's covered by Yao. Bangs home the trifecta. 10 points for him.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Reeves outside. Here's Brown. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Stan, isn't it terrific? We're seeing these great stars in the NBA extending their careers more than ever before.
We certainly are, Kevin, and it's great for the league. The league keeps getting younger, though. These guys come into the league earlier. But I think what players have learned, it's not even just the basketball part. It's the strength and conditioning. It's the nutrition. They've taken care of themselves better, and that allows them to last longer.
And Brown drops them both.
There are so many different roles Jaylen Brown can take on for his team.
Michael, he's covered by Ball. There's Michael. Porzingis with the rebound.
I'm sure he'd like to have that back. That's a missed opportunity.
Brown jams it
in. Terrific finish there for Brown. He goes up strong and absorbs the contact.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. We've got 1:13 left in the third. To the right side. Michael, another one falls for Washington.
Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
Reeves outside. Pass the ball. There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11. Michael, he's covered by Ball. That's it, and the Celtic lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from G.
Yeah, that's an easy. We call those bunnies. That's what they need.
Reeves outside. There's 14 seconds left to play in the third. Count that one.
Worked that one inside nicely.
It'll count. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the Boston Celtics in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, he's a consummate floor general, surveying the defense and delivering the pass on time and on target.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. And it's time for an injury report.
Hey, Kevin, I spoke with the head athletic trainer for Washington. Oh, that is not what you want to see. It sounds like it's a serious injury. And as you can see, he's already back on the court. How about that, Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. Well, guys, certainly not the news his fans were hoping for.
And not at all. I mean, it sounds like he's got a long road ahead of him in terms of his recovery.
That's just awful news. You really feel for the guy, and you know everyone in the NBA family is wishing him a speedy recovery.
And for Boston, they've got Jaylen Brown. Luka Doncic out there with Porzingis. And it's Drake in at the power forward position. Out of the Raptors, he punched it in!
Are you kidding me?
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Pass to Porzingis. Some nice ball movement here by the Celtics. Here's Brown. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now.
Defense on the court is your high squad. It's time for T-shirts.
Change. Ice is checked in, and the Celtics also making a change. Jovic is checked in, and now the latest from our reporter David Aldridge.
During that break, Greg Popovich really had some strong advice for his team. Now, he tore into his guys. He said, your body language is awful right now. You don't even look like you want to play right now. Should I sub in for you? Where's the drive to win? Guys?
Thank you, David. Here's G. Here's Rice. And another miss by Washington.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Pass to Jovic. Now Brown. Shot clock at 6. Great communication on the alley-oop. And the Celtics lead by 16.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one,
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. Pass to Rice from deep. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. And so Brown will bring it up for the Celtics. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. There's the 3. It's good for the 7th time this game. He's shot 7. He has made 7.
And he continues to shoot a perfect percentage. Clearly a big reason why they're up right now.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear. And immediately. Player of the game, LaMelo Ball.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Here's Michael. Yao with the block. Now Reeves. To the inside. Brown. Clock at 6. Break the pass to Yao.
2 minutes.
Rebound, Washington.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Here's Michael. Cans it from downtown.
Well, they have to be thrilled with how reliable he's been tonight.
Celtics leading by 16. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
And the league limiting players from making public trade demands, which I guess makes sense. That's a big change from the past, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it saves franchises from being put in a tough spot keeps a player's trade value high, which helps the team they're leading. And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Celtics.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall. And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for LaMelo Ball.
Yeah, you know, he was a man on a mission in this one. The defense had absolutely no answers for him tonight.
The first free throw is good, and a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. And he makes both free throws. There's 53 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Lets it go from the wing, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Second team foul. At the line for Washington, G taking 2 shots.
That free throw good from G. That one falls, so he hits both of them. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here is Doncic, the 17-footer. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
Here's White. So it's Boston easily grabbing this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking. Feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thank you. Hey, Luka, another win for you, but the games keep coming. So what's the most important thing for this team to establish?
I mean, compete, you know, the way we compete today from the start till the end. The game is never over, and just compete.
I think it's important that you compete. Congrats on the win, man. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us tonight on 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game, LaMelo Ball.